Yo, what's going on, guys? Pretty sure we're live. Just double checking. How's everybody's Wednesday going? Everybody's excited about Bitcoin. Should be live because I see ads. Cool. Just waiting on Clean. Clean is in a meeting right now, but be here shortly. Let's go look at Bitcoin right now. I also have some background music on. Let me know if that makes it any better or worse. I can always turn it off. Oh wow, I didn't realize it ran up so recently. Let me share my screen. Present window. Chrome, Bitcoin, boom. Damn, that was just what, like an hour ago? An hour ago it was at 35K. That's crazy. That is so crazy. What's your opinion on it, Hugs? The reason why I titled it what was it, nervously excited, was because, I mean, probably everybody knows we've just not had a reason, like a real reason to be excited for crypto in a long time. So I'm excited that we have a reason again, and it's a pretty big reason. It's, if you didn't know, for Bitcoin ETFs, a lot of people are excited and anticipating that they will be approved by the SEC, and that decision has to be taken sometime in January, I want to say, but it might happen before then. But man, if it gets passed, I mean, a Bitcoin ETF would be huge. We already have a futures ETF, which is kind of confusing why we would have a futures and not a regular spot ETF. But yeah, if we could get a spot ETF, I think that's just like, people are going to be able to put their money in that, you know, year after year, just like a 401k. And that's just going to be constant money coming into crypto that we don't have. That's going to be massive. I think it's extremely important. So I don't know. I'm excited for it, but man, I don't want to see it run up like this with all this anticipation and like the potential for something to start, and then it just doesn't. You know, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to get my hopes up, you know. I think last time I compared charts or something to like relationships, and I was thinking about it, and it's just like dating again, you know. It's like, I don't want to get my hopes up, man. We'll see. Need some Bitcoin exposure though, very heavy in ADA. Yeah, I feel the same way. A lot of people are having the debate too of, will Bitcoin just run up and the rest of, you know, the ecosystem won't? And I just don't believe that at all. Even if we don't get like, let's say a 20x or a 50x, we'll get something. I don't think there's any reason why we wouldn't. Some other people were speculating too, if we did get a Bitcoin ETF, then it wouldn't be out of the possibility to get an ADA ETF or a Solana ETF or Ethereum. So that would be really, really big. I think that's way in the future, but you know, maybe not if it is passed so soon. Again, there's so much I'm hyped for, but I just don't want to let it come out. I don't want to get wrecked again. But I bought, let's go check out ADA, because I bought some Cardano at 25 cents. I want to say beginning of this week or last week. Where was it? So we were at 29 earlier today too. Man, where did I buy? Because I know it was 25 when I bought it. Oh, what chart is this? Oh, that's why. 5-minute chart. So where is this? Probably like back in here sometime, 22nd. So I'm up a little bit. I only bought $500 worth, but I haven't really bought too much Cardano during the bear market. So I was happy that I made a move and then it instantly moved, because Cardano does not do that. I also bought, oh wait, you guys didn't see. Oh, you did. Okay. I just have to bring this over to this tab. So I've been checking out a lot of tab tools lately. That's why Tappy, just had to shout him out with the thumbnail. But I've been looking at Book Token, and I feel like Book is a really good NFT project. Really solid. They always have books minting, which means there's always going to be money coming in. And they recently had their book launch, and I bought it when it was like down in. No, I didn't buy it quite down there. I think I got it around around here. So I put in 250, and now it's at 305. I wanted to put in 500, but I thought, let me start with 250, and it'll probably dip, knowing my luck, and then I'll buy more. Didn't do that. But Book Token is used by Book.io, and they're going to be using this token to allow you to mint special copies of certain books, or just maybe certain mints in general. So I feel like this token is going to fluctuate based on decent mints, and people might buy and speculate before that. But you know, just the fact that they were so low after launch, I felt like it was kind of a fair price to get in. We'll see. That's my recent play with some DeFi. Because where did it start? Yeah, it started back up here too. So we're still below IPO price, or ICO. Those are just my thoughts on that. What else do we have? We have the bird derps as well. Derps. I need to get their outposts up to level 2, I think. Let's go to rewards, go to passive staking, or is it play? Definitely play. And you go over to the outposts. And I realized I had a derp ling, not a derp ape, that wasn't being staked. So I staked it with another outpost. So if you do have your assets, you don't need to own an outpost to stake them, which is pretty cool. And then I just need to go over here. It's not ready yet. This was a 2-day one. I did do it roughly 2 days ago. So maybe later today it'll be ready. Let's go back to... Wait, is Kleen here? No. He is here. He is here. Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Sorry about the lateness.
Nah, you're good, bro.
Had a meeting run over with my regional, so yeah. Looking at derps. How's your derps doing?
They're doing good, man. They're doing good. Wait, so why are they not showing the outposts? Share this. Oh, there we go. There we go. So yeah, the outpost, I need to level it up to level 2 because I forgot to do it over the weekend.
Oh my god.
I worked, dude. I've been working a shit ton, which I'm happy about. But yeah, I forgot to upgrade my derps. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Dodo as well. I am gonna try to get in on Dodo. I'll explain that in a bit.
Okay.
What is the book micro cap or market cap? Let me see. I'll share this tab. Diluted market cap is 356 million ADA.
It's a lot. I wish I had that ADA.
That's a bit, you know, but I think it really only means that 546,000 ADA is actually pooled, right? I think that's just if all of the tokens were sold at that price, right?
Right.
So it's not too much. I don't know. I put in, so you weren't here for this, but I just told them I put in 250 ADA. I don't remember exactly where, but a little bit lower than where it's at. And now it's at 305.
Okay.
And these book tokens are going to allow you to mint certain books and certain collections during, on I guess, certain times. So whenever they're doing their specials and you can only mint with this token, you're going to need it.
Nice.
Yep. So I think there could be a run up. I'm probably going to sell the coins. It's below the ICO price though. So if you see, ICO is like right up here.
Gotcha.
So I just feel like the token's being a little disrespected. I don't know what happened to get it this low. I don't know why it got dumped like this. So maybe there is some negative reason, but I do feel like
people probably tried to play it like a meme coin.
Maybe. I mean, definitely to some degree that's going to happen on every coin, but I don't know if there's a reason why it's like this far below, you know?
Yeah.
Like days later.
Well, I feel that.
But then again, it has only been days later, and that's also why I bought it, because I think Book.io is a solid NFT project. So, I don't know. They should be higher.
What's up, Tink? How you doing?
Yo, what's going on, Tink? Yeah, and then Dodo, I guess we can go over to Twitter for this one.
I'm not the person to go for Pavia. I'm going to be honest with you.
What is there a
asking
new
about
Pavia?
I'm like, oh boy.
Is there something new with Pavia?
No, I haven't been a hater of Pavia. I just feel like I haven't been the biggest fan.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been let down by Pavia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dodo, maybe I should just share the Discord, but Dodo is minting or launching their whitelist, I want to say at 1. I think that's happening right now. And then the public is at 4. I could be wrong about that. Let me check the Discord. Let me see. Let me share the Discord, actually. How you been, though, bro? What you been up to?
I've been okay, dude. Just like actual work. You know what I'm saying? Like real life work has been taking a lot of my time, you know. And I'm trying to buy ADA right now. It's saying my account got unlinked.
Your account got unlinked?
Yeah, so this is stupid. But yeah, so taking care of 2 stores and trying to navigate that has been pretty rough. I mean, it's just like you have people calling off. It's 6th season, right? So everybody's like sick, has like COVID or like. I had one kid get a punctured lung.
At
So
work?
I'm just like, and the kid's only like 17, right? And so I'm just kind of like, this is kind of wild to think about.
That's crazy. Oh my, is he all right?
Yeah. So he went into the hospital. His lung like deflated or like whatever the hell it is, right? And goes in, gets the surgery done, and then the other one did. And his sister, who works like every now and then, was like explaining how they have to do it. They have to basically tie your lungs to your rib cage to get them to stay like up.
That sounds horrible.
Dude, awful. So
they have to knock you out for that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And so
Still.
Jesus. And so I had a couple kids with strep because they were like passing it to each other, and this other girl had mono. And so I'm just like trying to work all these hours, right? Because these kids are sick and nobody wants to cover shift because, you know, you have a bunch of 16, 17-year-olds where you're like, hey, you want to work a Saturday? Like, no, I'm going to hang out with my friends. It's like, please, for the love of Christ, just work this Saturday. And it's not working. But yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I've been working a lot too. We had like a BMW event. So BMW bought out like 3-4 hours at our venue, and they had me working valet, but I wasn't there to really do much because they were just taking over the entire lot. There's about 350 cars that came, and they were doing, I guess there's like every year an event that they do where you get to test out their gas power car and drive it to a place, I guess however many miles it is from our place to the dealership, and then they get out and then they drive their electric version to see which one they like more. And I thought that was so cool. And they just picked our spot to be like the spot to stop at.
The hub.
Yo, what's going on, Meek? What's Pavia doing? I don't know, man. That's a whole nother stream. But it's not below ICO price. I sent 2.5K for pre-sales worth. Oh, okay. That's really interesting why it showed it like that.
Last he checked was last week. It's gone way below. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, mate. It's only been out for a week, but
yeah.
But yeah, Dodo is doing the whitelist at 3 p.m. today. So that's in 2 hours or less than. And then 4 p.m. just 1 hour later for the public, which is 90% of it. And I believe you can only send 69 ADA, which is why I'm going for it, because you can't really lose too big. And if everybody can only buy a small amount in the pre-sale, then, you know, price has a decent bit of opportunity there,
Right.
right? So I don't know. I'm going for it.
Are you in
I feel
public
like
or are
why
you in
not?
whitelist?
I'm gonna be in public.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. Didn't say hey. Didn't even like show my face. So I'm just like, all right, I didn't really plan on this. It's kind of last minute.
Gotcha. It's only
Yep.
69 ADA, right?
Yep.
So,
Yo, what's going on, Andrew?
I mean, that's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I lose 69 ADA daily. That's fine. Let me do it. It's completely fine.
Yeah. Yo,
I don't really know what's going on with it, but the people behind it are pretty cool. So we'll see.
Who's all behind it again?
Bullish Alex.
Okay.
I don't know Infinity or Xylate, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, they got Taylor Wade as a mod. Oh, gross.
Who's Taylor Wade?
Oh, he was in Kongs with me.
Oh, okay.
He's in a lot of different things, FUD buddies, like a bunch of different stuff. So, it's
Gotcha.
not bad. Not bad at all.
But what do you think about Bitcoin, man? I titled it, nervously excited.
Yes. So it hit 35, right?
Right, and it just hit 35 again about an hour ago.
Which is crazy. And this is all along the lines of like, and it's all propped up by like, is it going to have an ETF? Is it not going to have an ETF? Like, nobody knows which way it's going. And so there's all this like movement or whatever. And man, I just I'm hoping it stays, right? Everybody's like, bull runs on, boys. Like, let's go.
That's how it feels, right?
I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Before we declare this a bull run, right?
What do you think about the ETF, though? Like, do you think it's going to have a shot, or are you just like, man, I don't know?
Last I heard, no, it doesn't really. Like, it keeps getting blockaded, right? And so, again, it's the one thing that's holding it up, right? Is not having this ETF. And so
it's almost essential at this point, because it's just it's so much money that we don't have, and it's it gives so many green flags. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't wait. I'm nervously excited. I can't explain it any better than that. Like, I really am.
Yeah, because it
Like,
allows
I don't want to be
normies to get
burned.
in, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I will just go harder. As soon as I hear that, I'm just like, okay, all in, cool. Like, I've been saving up some money, cool. I'm going all in. Like, I'm ready. I don't care how long it takes. I know if there's an ETF that people can put their money into, year after year, paycheck after paycheck, there's no reason why it's not going to start to get money. Like, that's how ETFs work.
Right.
So I don't know. I want it so bad.
I
want it so
the
bad.
normie money, baby. Let's go.
The other thing too, in April, we have two really big events back to back in April. So we have the Ripple court case, right, which they've technically already won, and now it's just like a re-lawsuit. So we'll see if they can get it reversed. That's the SEC. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty hard to get things reversed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'm optimistic. The word. I'm looking forward to it. Right. I can't think of the word.
Optimistic.
Optimistic. There we go.
Yeah.
So, and then the other reason we have is the halving, right, in April, roughly. Yeah. So we'll see. Like, there's so many good things. Even if we flop on this decision, we could have some decent, news regardless. But
May, June, or July.
Yeah.
I think it's June, actually.
Yeah.
Is when the Bitcoin halving happens. But, and then they say it usually takes like 6 months. So you're looking at 2025.
Right. I mean, it might not go crazy, right, as soon as it halves, but it's something.
There'll be some movement for sure.
Yeah.
Let me let my dog in.
Gotcha. Oh. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? You guys just like, no, like, I'm not getting excited again. I'm not letting them fool me. Can't be a bull run yet, can it? That's right. Because on the one side, it's like, it's been 2 years. So there's so much, like, the timing could line up. It very well could. But the other thing is, like, well, we've had longer bear markets and we printed a lot of money and things aren't looking too good and there's a war. So, yeah. It's the only sure thing, this bull run. Man. April 2024 halving and top November. What do you mean top November 2025? That's like when it's supposed to be at its peak?
I think that's what they're saying. But it usually takes like 6 months to really kind of kick off.
Yeah.
So
If the halving is on 420, this bull market will be huge. Yeah, that would be wild. Even like right before or something. This has to be close enough.
yeah. What about crypto for you? How's everything going there?
Crypto's going well. I mean, I'm branching out and buying NFTs again. You know, I haven't bought anything since the Dirt Birds.
Okay.
But, all right. But, you know, I haven't been buying anything for months. I'll buy like maybe one thing, like a Kotaz here or there, or like a Goombles randomly, right? But man, just spending like buying another derp ape and then buying an outpost and then buying 100 ADA's worth of derp tokens so that I can upgrade it, like that is not typical of me.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and I probably won't go too much harder until I realize that an ETF is going to be passed.
And then once that happens, it's like,
oh, then it's all in.
Get in.
Yeah. Then it's go stupid mode. And
top
I don't know if
24.
I would like blow it all on, let's say, a Clay or anything like that. I'd probably keep a lot of ADA, but I would buy more. I would just transfer more USD into ADA.
Do you think,
or maybe some Bitcoin, because I don't own any currently.
Do you think NFTs will be different this time?
I think the good ones will be. I think a lot of them, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't want people to get the impression like I can buy some cheap NFTs and they'll probably be worth a decent amount. Like, you still got to pick the good ones. I feel like a lot of projects are just simply going to be ignored. You might find a few random ones here and there that pop off out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh man, let me try to like pick a few that might pop off. Like, no. You might get lucky.
Right.
But probably not.
I'm afraid that people will be too like wise onto NFTs now. And so NFTs won't go as crazy. But I think if you're holding like a blue chip or whatever that continues to build, then yeah, you might have like pretty good hands right now. You know what I mean?
I do. And the thing I've been thinking about too is, let's say a 1500, we'll go check out JPEG store or something.
Go for it.
JPEG. And share this tab. So I've been thinking, let's go Dirt Birds. These were at like 400 yesterday. So these clays at, let's say, just 1500, they may only go back to like a 3K floor during the bull run. But if Cardano is then $3, then that's fine as well. Right. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it too.
Yeah, Alvin, we talked about jelly cubes last week. I thought that for sure was a safe bet because you get the alpha on it, right? And so that really helps its case.
Over Taz, you're saying?
I would say maybe even so over Taz, right? Taz is like a true NFT. I think jelly cubes are the premier alpha group.
That's true. I will say, just to be devil's advocate, the jelly cubes are in their bull cycle. They have a reason to be bullish. They're coming off of new news. A lot of people are excited about what's to come, and that is usually the bullish cycle. So it'll probably dip from here just based off of that, but it's not to say it's a bad project.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Because I don't think as the price of ADA goes up, it won't affect like jelly cubes. It won't affect Taz as much as it would like the Cardano bits or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I think Cardano bits will be like, okay, if ADA's $1, it's going to drop in price. Whereas with Taz and stuff like that, I feel like they're going to hold their value, and people are going to buy in at 5K or 6K or whatever it is, which is technically $15,000 or like whatever. You know.
It's also interesting too. It's mentally easier to view Taz as a buy because we've seen it at 1500 or 15,000 before, right? So in our minds, it's like, oh, well, it's, you know, more than 50% off. Like, that's such a great deal. But when you look at jelly cubes and you're like, well, this is the highest they've ever been. So like mentally there, it's also a little tough. Still waiting for Dilly to start dilled out. Yeah. Let's see these outposts. They've been doing well. 420. Y'all like the music, or is it too much? Let's check out how much it would be for a derp ape one. Faction, derp ape, and then we go. Okay, so I bought one of these for 450 last week. At least it's still the same. Because a few days later, I was down on that.
Then Ada's at 29 cents. Let's go.
Ooh. Let's check it
28, 29. Yeah.
It did hit 29 this morning. This is the market cap, but yeah, regardless, no, it's not. It's back to 28. Still though, cannot complain.
Why?
Not complain at all. What are you looking at?
Buying ADA. I'm just going through regular Coinbase, right? And it says my account is unlinked.
Does it just mean for staking?
No, not for staking. Like I buy ADA on this thing like every week.
And
so
so your bank account is unlinked?
Yeah, so I'm relinking it. It says success. Your account has been successfully reconnected. But it still says, oh, there's a problem.
Have you turned it off and turned it back on again?
Damn it. Nick? There's an unexpected error. Relinking your bank account. Please try again later. I don't want to. So, okay. Well, I'll figure it out.
Huh.
How
much are you going to grab?
Exchanges, by the way.
Huh? You say you're moving it off of exchanges?
Yeah, be sure to move your money, like your crypto, off exchanges.
Yeah, my $500 is still on Coinbase, but most of it's off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been DCAing and I haven't been moving it over. It's just been kind of sitting there. Coinbase stopping by is bull market confirmed. Yeah. So yeah, I have like all this ADA just sitting on a exchange right now, and I can't buy more. I mean, I can move it off, I guess. Let me see if I can move it off. So dumb.
You've been buying any stocks lately?
No, not really. Just putting more into my Vanguard and my Roth IRAs.
I haven't been buying too many stocks, but I did buy some uranium.
Uranium?
I did. Yep.
Make it make sense. What does that mean?
Make it make sense? Why I bought uranium?
Yeah.
Because I think that power plants, nuclear power plants, are going to be the future. It's going to be the only way that we can keep up with the EV demand that we are trying to push. We're trying to push this narrative of EV is better and more healthy for air and pollution and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we've already seen California's implementing times of higher energy costs to incentivize people to not use energy.
Yeah. And
I just think eventually we're going to have to go with nuclear. People are opening up to the idea more, and people aren't as scared of a big nuclear explosion. The other nuclear explosions were also based off of negligence, so it wasn't really any fault to the design. It was just people error. So I don't know. I think uranium is going to continue to do well. That's a very long play.
Point there.
That's a very long play. That's not a short play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about EVs now. Do you ever feel like I don't know, somebody can hack them and then they can like take over?
There was a movie about that, right? There's a movie where the guy's car gets like hijacked through Wi-Fi or something, and they control it and get him into a car crash or like something like that. They frame him to look like he committed suicide and like ran off the ledge or something.
Oh, really?
It was something crazy. I can't remember the movie.
Sounds like something like Born Legacy or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, but yeah, it's like, well, how do you know these things can't be like taking control over?
I mean, in the extreme cases, everything can kind of happen. You know what I mean? Like if somebody really wanted you dead, they could probably install some crazy device that they, made and remote control your car from some distance. They could make it happen.
Yeah.
So sure, it makes it easier, I guess, but I don't know. If somebody wants you dead and they're higher up, it's just gonna happen. Unfortunately, that's just life.
The old school way.
Yep. I mean, they either take you out, behind the shed where there's no cameras, or they crash your car over the ledge. Like you're dead, one way or another.
I feel like the taking control of your car and crashing it is more of an elaborate plan.
Yeah, that's a thought out one from there.
It's got to take some finesse.
Andrew says he agrees with all the EVs going to kill our grid. Many other factors need to be considered, like the main line replacement. Not big of EVs in their current state. Yeah. The other thing is just the batteries too, right? Like nobody wants to do long distance travels in an EV battery where it takes 45 minutes to do a full charge.
Yeah.
And that's if you're lucky.
Yeah,
longer half-life.
I don't know. I like the idea of EVs. I like the way the Tesla is set up, right? How it looks clean on the inside. The dashboard is this extravagant. It has the, nice little touch screen and stuff like that. But it's like, I kind of want gasoline still. You know what I mean?
It's definitely more convenient, for sure. Like getting off of work, I don't want to then, have to, I don't know, 45 minutes. I guess I would just get used to plugging in my car every morning or every night.
No.
I guess I would get used to that.
The only place I could plug it in is like, well, we have this place across the street from where I live. And it's like a grocery store. And so you got to sit there and chill at a grocery store for like an hour or two, right, to charge it up. But I mean, I think it only costs like $2 or $3
to charge at a grocery store.
Yeah,
it's not bad at all. Wait, so that's just for a few miles, though, right? $2-3 doesn't fill up the whole thing.
No, it's pretty close to the whole thing.
Wow. How it's not fast charging, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Still, no. There was a time because I've invested in a charge point and I've been getting clapped. So I looked into like, should I be buying more or are there better competitors? So I went down like this rabbit hole of YouTube videos, checking out everybody who's done like a review on, I think it was like Electrify America. Man, I can't even remember them, but they were all kind of neck and neck. ChargePoint had some times where it was like a little bit cheaper, but their attachments were like busted for a while and now they're fixed. And they were like charging, oh man, I wish I could remember better, but basically it's like a crapshoot is how I feel. Like all of them, Electrify America, ChargePoint, you invest in any of them. It's just like, I don't know, whoever gets the most deals in the end, but
right.
It's kind of hard to say who's going to get those deals.
And I think it's like Andrew said, like wait until more people get EVs. What are the lines going to look like, Well, Biden wants to do this whole, EV plan, which is going to pay those sorts of companies, ChargePoint and maybe even Tesla, I don't know, to, put EV chargers all around the world, or at least the US. Yeah.
So that's another reason why I thought they do so well. But I bought into all the fucking hype, during the big shit.
You bought the news and you're trying to sell the rumor now.
I did. I just thought like the way it was going to, so much money was being pumped into EVs and it wasn't stopping. It looked so great. And then I just kind of fell off with it and forgot I invested in it because I was doing other things. And then I look back like a year later and I'm down like, $2,000. You're just like, oh shit.
Oh, great. That feels good.
Luckily other investments were doing well, but yeah.
Not that one. Yeah. The only thing is the infrastructure. Obviously, our grid wasn't built for this sort of stuff for like long term. So you'd have to restructure grids and stuff like that, which, buddy, that's so expensive. For me to put like an extra, like let's say I wanted more electricity run to my house, it would cost me almost $7,000 off the top just to have another panel inside here. you know, to where I can have extra breakers and other things like that, you know, and it's like that's charged by the electric company. I mean, what do you think
Yeah.
they're going to do if they have to dig up the road, restructure everything, and then put new panels in there? Like that shit's going to be so expensive.
Yeah, it does depend on how they're gonna do it too, because there's some of the chargers at where I work where they just have a battery in basically this in capture, and then on the top is just the handle and like a screen, and it shows you what you're charging. And then
Right.
when it's out of juice, somebody comes and replaces it.
Yep.
So that's really simple to put in. Obviously, long term, probably not the best if you have to keep sending maintenance out there to do that. But
Certainly.
yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like the way the EVs are quiet and they go really fast, and you know, yeah, they just look sleek on the inside, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
I parked
Maybe.
an Aston Martin the other day, the first time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got in the car and I didn't even realize what it was. And then when I parked it, I looked back and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like,
Like
"Damn."
Jaguar is an upgrade, right? And this is like a fancier than Jaguar. You know how like there's Ford and then there's Lincoln. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's basically what it is. There's Jaguar and then there's Aston Martin, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that shit is sleek.
Dude, it was really nice. I was like, "Why does this car just feel a little different than all the other cars?" And I like got out and I looked back and I was like, "Oh shit,
Like how much
that's a nice
pressure is
car."
it to drive one of those?
You know, I try not to really feel it, and I don't because I'm not a big car guy. So a lot of the times I'm just a stupid dude just getting in a car to give it to you. But sometimes I'll know. Like you just know by the look of it, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, I hope that I can get the car to the customer before they're outside, because we have a system where they can text us through an app and they'll be like, hey, we're about to leave. So I like to get those cars ASAP and get them parked up just in case like it takes me a minute to get them to start, because sometimes there's like weird ways to start the car.
Yeah.
Lamborghinis, to get them into drive, you have to like flip this switch and then you have to use the paddle shifter for drive.
Paddle shifter, yeah.
But you use like a shifter to put it in reverse. So it's separate and it's weird and it's confusing. So I like to get all that, like, yeah, I like to get it to them before they're outside if I
So
can.
you drove a Lambo?
A few, yeah, like one or two.
Oof.
Yeah. I just get to drive them in a circle though. I don't actually get to like press on the pedal and feel anything.
Yeah, I know, but you're
But
still in it.
yeah, turning them on, like every other car is kind of like, you know, but like Lambos are just like, rah, they just like yell at you, you
Yes.
know? I'm just
It's
like,
good.
all right, damn,
It's a good feeling.
it is.
Instant hair on your chest.
Oh yeah, they
Love
got
it.
something to say, dude. All of them.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
do most of the people, okay, so based on car class, who's the douchiest customer based on car class?
Man, you know, it's interesting because you'd think that like the Lambos and the Porsches would pay you pretty well and like tip you pretty well, but it's always just a $5, and the fee is $3, so you're getting tipped $2. And that's just kind of standard for like really nice cars. Every once in a while, someone will give you 20, right? And you're like, that's what you expect, right? Like from
Right.
those rich cars. So, but yeah, no, most of them don't. It's the little beaters, dude. I'll see so many beaters pull up and just like shitty SUVs, or like, you know, the whole car will just like reek of marijuana. There's like a hole where you put your foot for the gas, you know, like right underneath there. And they'll tip you like $10-15 every time.
Yeah.
But then you get the Lambo dudes and it's like, here's a $5. Don't spend it all in one place, kid.
They're probably spending most of their money to pay for that stupid car, right?
Probably.
And their huge house and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like beaters, us who drive beaters, and what I mean by us is like, bro, I drive a base model 2008 Ford Edge SUV. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got to spend no money on it, right? I'm going to drive this thing until it dies. But it's like, I'm also like a blue collar worker, right? And so I understand your hustle and your grind. So I feel like people who are in like the almost lower middle class or upper mid class are like more likely to tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Meek says, just showing for the neighbors that's neck deep as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can feel it, man. Like, if you're stressed out and you're working a job that has to deal with customers and you go to another place that has to deal with customers, like, I don't know. I'm just always looking at the other people. Like, how are you? Like, are you actually mentally okay?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And like, dude, I struggle, like, but I feel like they understand what me being in the service industry, and I understand them being in the service industry. We have that moment where it's like I'm checking them out in line or whatever, and I always bring up conversation because that's part of customer service, and I'm like, yo, where do you work or whatever, and they're like, oh, I work at this local factory or whatever, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. I've worked at a couple factories here in town or whatever, so we generally find some like common area to talk about or whatever. And dude, those people will break us off like crazy. It's always like the people that have money with the $200 order, right? They're like, here's $5. It's like, whereas this dude who paid like $60 for his order is tipping me 20. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They might just be people who manage money better too, right? Like somebody who spends 200 might be somebody who splurges a lot, and that's why he only has 5 to give. And the person who spent 70 might have all of the money of the other person, but he knows that, but he like has the morals or the morality to like want to tip better.
And people look at me driving this like 2008 Ford Edge, and they probably think like, oh, this dude's like broke as a joke, living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, no, I just don't like spending money. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, I haven't bought clothes or anything in like the longest time.
I was thinking about that too, dude. My closet's looking real plain right now.
Dude, it's so bad. And like, dude, I when I was younger, I would go out and I would take like full paychecks, right? And buy like the freshest fit, right? And man, I was dressed really well, but also at the same time, it was like I was constantly looking for that Friday to go spend money. And I had to have the newest stuff. And now it's like, dude, I don't really care. I just go to work and I wear the same pair of shorts. When I come home from work, it's just like, I don't know. I don't value that shit as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I'm hopeful that one day we can buy shit in crypto. I just don't know how or when, unless it's on a luxury item.
And if you could, how are they going to do that for taxes, right? Like if you bought Cardano years and years ago for 4 cents and now it's worth $3, $5, whatever, and you just spent, 3 Cardano to buy a t-shirt, are you taxed on that t-shirt twice?
No, because they don't tax your shirts, right? They tax the shirts for buying,
but people,
right? The state sales tax.
But I thought for when that time Tesla accepted Bitcoin, you did get taxed if you bought Bitcoin and made a gain on it.
Right, but I think this roams under the assumption that at that point it would be considered a like legal tender currency.
Yeah, at that point I would say probably as well, but if it can fluctuate in value, then that brings up an interesting point.
So can the dollar technically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's true. Do they pay taxes on if? Well, you'd have to convert it back to your own currency.
Right.
I don't know.
If this is just a crypto to crypto exchange, then it's considered like, I guess, accepted legal tender, right? If it starts selling in stores, then it's like a legal tender, right? I think owning a pizza shop, right, and being like, hey, we now accept ADA, like that I would definitely get taxed the fuck on, right? You know what I'm saying? But then there's different tax, right? Like, so if you hold it in your wallet for over a year, it's a different tax than it is hot buying it, right? It's considered a longer term investment. And so the taxes on it are completely different. Right.
But you still do get taxed is what I'm saying. But I don't know how that'll be in the future because, I mean, at least for when it's first implemented, that's going to be a lot of people in profit.
Yeah.
Right? It'll be similar, if not probably even more broken than when the internet first started selling stuff and you didn't have to pay taxes on stuff that you bought on the internet.
Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to my brother about that yesterday. I was like looking at PC parts again, and I just really wanted to build him a PC just because, like, I don't want to spend the money, but I wanted to like visualize and build a PC.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I remember being able to buy all of these parts without having to spend anything on taxes.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the coolest thing, and they took that from me.
Everybody's got to get paid, especially the government, right? But yeah, I got basketball practice tonight, so that's pretty exciting. I implemented plays last week, the old pick down, pick across, motion offense, and these kids need guidance. I'm like, set a screen. Dude, I figured I said it so much they would know, but no, they don't know. Like, they still pretend like I'm speaking a different language. So yeah.
But where is the season just starting?
Yeah, so we've played 2 games. So
Okay.
The first game, they only scored 8 points.
Okay.
They were nervous, getting used to like a game format.
And how old are they again?
What?
How old are they again?
9 to 11.
Oh, okay.
So still youngsters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they spent like last week being nervous and shit. So, or the week before that. And then so last week we came into the game and we scored 26 points this time.
Hell yeah.
Which is a lot better. Still lost. Okay. We're playing some people that have I swear to God, the 1 year that I'm doing coaching, everybody on my team is like a 9-year-old. And like everybody on the other team is like freaking 11. They're all stacked. And I'm like,
yep.
I had 2 11-year-olds. One is like part-time because he plays football. And so he can't do anything except for play in the game. So he can't really practice. And then the other one, Sawyer, quit the team. Like she couldn't do it. So I was like, well, those are my most experienced players. So thank God for that. Now I have a bunch of newbies in there. Then I got to guide the young minds to try to play next year.
Dude, I'm getting like PTSD hearing you talking about this because when I was in Massachusetts, there was a little league is what they called it. And it was, I want to say like 8 to 12. The gap was so big.
Yes.
And I mean, dude, we were just getting a year off of hitting off the tee. You know what I mean? We're just getting like coach pitch, right?
Yes.
And then we get these people 4 years older than us slinging it in there, right?
Yes.
With no accuracy and no cares in the world. And just like, oh man, dude, I got wrecked right in the side.
Dude, yes.
Oh, dude, it hurt so bad. I dropped. I started crying. And I remember my teammate, he was the oldest one. He came up to me while I was crying on the ground because he was next on deck or something. And he was like, "You're such a baby, God." And I was like, "Oh no."
I'm only 9. Leave me
Dude.
alone.
Oh, those leagues were so unfair for no reason.
Yeah.
So painful.
It's like, and God forbid, like you don't get a stud on there, at least one stud, right? That can just take over because everybody else has a team on their, has a person on their team that's like a stud. Like the ball is going to that kid every single time. And I do not have that on my team. And so it's like, I really have to reach down deep and like come up with constructive ways to make them shoot, to make them set screens and get open and stuff like that. So I hope they're actually learning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they scored a whole lot more points second game. So
yeah,
sounds like they're improving at least.
They're improving, which is always good. I mean,
because like losing sucks, but like you still want them to score. You still want them to have their moments that they can like look back on.
Yeah. The one guy kept hitting a shot, like because he was underneath the bucket. So it was like easy buckets. And he would run down the whole court with like his arm up like this, like, yeah, just like freaking out. And so I would run on the court and high five him and stuff like that. Do some true coach dad shit. And so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's something I always wanted to do. But, and it's easy at this level because it's like all you have to do is get them interested in the game.
Right.
Be nice to them. You know, I made them custom sunglasses. I wish I could have shown you. I made them custom sunglasses. Our colors are purple and gold, like the Lakers and shit like that. And so I made them all purple gold sunglasses and stuff like that. So each kid wears them into the game. And It's pretty dope. We all show up in
That
our
is pretty cool.
sunglasses and shit.
You don't have a team photo you could share or something?
Not on me, no.
Oh, okay.
I wish I
Damn,
could.
you got to get one for next time. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I will this Saturday. How about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're called the Titans. Yeah.
Meek says, I remember my high school days too. I was team captain of my first year of moving to MTL from Congo. What is MTL?
Montreal?
Montreal?
Hell, I don't know.
I don't know. MTL from Congo, Africa. Great experience, and we were shit too, but they were all my friends.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't get the best team. I've been on both sides. I've been on very bad teams and very good teams. And definitely feels better being on the good team. But the bad team, you have some more fun moments, I'll say.
Yeah.
Not everybody's so uptight, but it's like the opposite. It's just super loose. Nobody really cares if they win because they're expecting themselves to lose. And that's what I really hated on bad teams, was everybody was just kind of like, whatever. I don't care if we lose. I hated that. I hated that so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montreal. Cool.
But I would love to follow him, my son, like the whole way up or whatever, until he gets into like high school.
Yeah.
That way, I can grow with him and stuff like that. Because right now he is like cookie dough, very moldable and stuff like that. Because he's never played before, but he wants to be Steph Curry. And I'm like, buddy, you got to play a lot more than what you're playing now.
Yeah, you got to get out there. You should be practicing your threes right now, boy.
But he hates losing. Like, he hates it, which is good. I mean, I would rather him hate losing than love winning.
He's got to turn that hate into passion and getting better. If he's going to turn into the greatest, we got to see.
I mean, it's a long way away. How about that?
We got to see it.
Yeah. So he doesn't like
incentive.
shooting.
Be like, we'll take you to the ice cream shop. You know, you hit 4 of these threes in a row.
Yeah. Hell, he hits 1. I'll take him out. But yeah. So your job's going okay. Everything's going okay. Crypto's doing pretty well.
Yep.
It's crazy how much a 4-cent move would change things.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing too, is like, these have always been the bullish things, right? For Bitcoin, it's always been the ETF that's coming up in January, that decision, and it's always been the halving and the Ripple court case, right? Like, I feel like those have always been the things, and we've been nearing January for a long time, and I always wondered, like, it's coming close to that time. Are people going to anticipate this at all? Like, is Bitcoin going to move at all? And I mean, it is a little later than I thought, but
dude, the craziest thing, and somebody brought this up, and I was like, this is an amazing thing. Bitcoin over the past year has gone up 102%. Just think about that.
A lot of stocks too.
It's gone up 102%. So if you would have bought some on January 1st, you would be up a really good amount right now.
Hell yeah.
And so, and when you think about it, all this downtrodden news and stuff like that, we were still able to grow 102%. That's good as crypto, you know. I think we all should be rooting for Bitcoin, right? Because that is like the mothership.
Right. It has to lead the way.
We onboard people to Bitcoin, right? And then we get our greedy little paws on and be like, okay, Cardano, look what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Then we introduce them to that stuff, you know? And so it's all about everybody getting behind Bitcoin.
I think that the true alpha person right now already owns Bitcoin, maybe is taking profit here, depending on the decision. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, and is throwing it into other things like Cardano and stuff like that, you know, because if you've doubled your money in Bitcoin already this year, and there's an asset like Cardano where the TVL is up ridiculously and the volume or the price is down ridiculously at 25 cents or what, 28 now, and it hasn't had that recovery that the others have. I mean, I think you kind of play the musical chairs game with crypto that way. Right. Like, you always ride Bitcoin first and then throw it into the altcoins and then take it out and then throw it back into Bitcoin. And if you just keep doing that correctly, I mean, I think that's the freaking move.
That's the way to do it.
Definitely hard to do that. I'm making it seem easy, but like, no, it's definitely not easy. Yeah, you just take the money out after you quadruple your money. Duh.
What you have to do
10x
is
on that.
time everything perfectly and then go from there. Yeah, it's like, oh man. I mean, I'm anxious to see what happens. You know what I mean? I think if this is the start of some sort of little like bull, I welcome it wholeheartedly at this
Yeah.
point, you know.
Yeah, I'm nervous to go all in, but that's why I threw $500 into Cardano, because it wasn't up 15% in a day.
Right. So what was your lessons from the ground floor? Do you think we've hit the ground floor?
If this doesn't get passed, there's definitely a potential that we haven't.
Okay.
But if it does get passed, then yes, I think, personally. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's war, and I do think people are worried about that, and that could affect other things, but I don't think that this is going to lead to like a grand war, like a World War III or anything like that.
Right.
So, I mean, it could. I know other people are speculating things, I've heard, but I don't think so personally. And I don't know. I see more bullish things than bearish.
Yeah.
And we have been in the bear for a while.
What have you learned? Yeah, since 2020, man.
Yeah.
August of 2020.
Too long.
Was the last basically like one little tiny minuscule strip of a green candle, you know what I mean, for the day. And so, yeah, what'd you learn the most, would you say? If the bear's done, right, and we declare it dead, here now today, we have survived, and we're coming out of our nuclear caves, you know what I'm saying, in our shelters. What have we learned from this shitty bear market? What did we learn?
Man, I would love to give you some great thought out answer, dude. But I just keep thinking to myself, because if I could play it like the last bear market or last bull market, then it's just, yeah, it's going to go to all time highs. I should just hold for a while, you know, money's coming in. I should just be patient. But it might not be like the last bull market. We might get slow, steady growth similar to stocks.
Okay.
You know, I don't think that it's going to happen all the time. I think Bitcoin's going to have pumps. I think Bitcoin's going to have 20%, maybe even 50% days, but that's going to start becoming few and far between after the first few. But we're also not in the best economical position for Bitcoin to just go stupid. It's kind of how I feel. Unless Bitcoin's going to be used as like a hedge, like gold, which people argue as well. So I don't know. There's so many different ways to learn to look at it, which is why I say it's hard for me to say that there's a lesson. I've just been given different perspective on each point of view. So I don't know. I can't say which one's better or worse. It's just, I don't know.
There's just like so much shit on the timeline, right? It's like different seasons, right? There was definitely an NFT season.
Yeah, dude, I was telling my brother about that, because I was like, I finally unsubscribed from Discord, because we were talking about subscriptions we probably don't use anymore. And I thought about Discord, and I was like, I don't need to be in 100 plus servers like I did when there were 10 projects pumping out a week.
Right.
You know? And so I was just thinking about that earlier today. Oh, that's crazy. Now
Right.
There's, I don't know, maybe one project a week, maybe two. Maybe.
I don't know what's going stupid. Like, so there was an NFT season. There's meme coin season. So the big thing is like, well, so there will maybe be another NFT season. When do you buy JPEG? Is another market going to come out? A marketplace?
JPEG token?
Out? Yeah.
I mean, we can look at it for a sec. Let's see.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But these are like very, very far down the road ideas. The biggest thing is like, don't be afraid to sell at the top. If you feel like there's a top coming in, right? Like, imagine how many people stopped selling at $3.16.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's going to 5. It's going to 5.
Yeah. I mean, the easy lesson to say is, oh, just sell when you're up. But life-altering money isn't going to come from a 4X, you know, and maybe you're not looking for life-altering money. Maybe the play is to 4X and then wait for another play and then 2X or 4X again and keep doing that. But I kind of wanted, you know, I'm jealous of the people who got in a Cardano at like 1 cent or 2 cents, right? Yeah. And ran it all the way up to $3. Like,
dude, we were almost there.
Oh.
Dude, Nick, we were almost at 3 cents, bro. Like, we got down all the way down to like 12 for like an hour in this bear market. It was like instantaneous, right? It only had a minute, but it was down to like 12 cents, 13 cents for like a split second. And then it popped back up, because people just bought and bought and bought. So I imagine the orders were there. But I mean, this is what I'm going to do. Oh shit. Being from Canada, I didn't even touch my JPEG. What should I do? Dude, collect it, right? Use a VPN and collect it, right?
Yeah, I think you got to use a VPN if you're from in Canada too?
North America.
Oh.
So yeah, CA,
okay.
Alaska, Puerto Rico even.
Damn.
Puerto Rico?
I don't know. I don't know. Just try it one way, and if it doesn't work, try it another way. I would suggest a VPN. Just be careful. Just be safe.
Yeah, I do
because
a VPN
you don't want to get
collect
locked out.
Fuck, I don't know what your allotment is, but
Can always VPN. I'm in the States and haven't bothered getting them yet. Brave browser VPN apparently works.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't grabbed mine either, to be honest.
Another browser is that Brave Dogs?
I think Brave browser is something else.
Like an actual, like a Google or Microsoft
like Opera
Edge or some shit
is.
like that.
Yeah.
Firefox.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I was like, damn, like Brave Dog's got a browser now?
I did think that at first too,
bro.
though. I can't lie. I was like, damn, Brave Dog's put in work. Not that they're not.
So, yeah, okay. I got you.
So you're going for Dodo, yeah?
Dodo, yeah.
Dodo is coming out public at 4.
So that's 2 hours.
69 ADA.
You have to
Max
go
you can
for it,
send.
right?
I feel like you do. I don't know.
I can't do it because I still have to send you Ada, and I have to figure out a way to send it. That's why I'm saying, would it be easier just to send you through like Cash App or some shit?
If you want to, I do have a Cash App.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should do it that way.
Sure.
So here's the thing. Like, I'm old school, so I don't have Cash App. Does it take a while? Does it take a while for me to link my accounts?
No, it's the same as PayPal.
Okay. And then I just fund the Cash App, right?
It'll probably come straight from your bank. Or you can ask for your bank to send Cash App like $50 and then send it from Cash App.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. Worst comes to worst, I can just send it to you from my bank.
Yeah, or you could just send Cardano either way. Because like I said in the Discord, I'm just trying to acquire Cardano as well. So like, I'll just invest less money if I get Cardano.
What do you think about Cody though? Like, I was big on Cody back in the day.
Same.
Like,
I really did like Cody.
On Cody, I thought that was it. That was the big thing, right? Like Shopify, right? If we could get Cody to do like a Shopify, bro, then you're talking about life-changing money. Right?
I had high hopes for Cody. I thought just basically it was going to allow people to use credit cards to buy crypto.
Right.
So, yeah, no, I think that's pretty big. Even bigger though is these ETFs. So like, I don't know, man. Cody is something that is only going to do well if they can figure their own thing out and Cardano does well. So you're kind of banking on two things separately with Cody.
Right.
But I mean, if they do play out, you're making a lot. You're doing great.
So cryptocurrency, who's your top 5?
I would say Bitcoin. My best friend, he was talking to me yesterday about Bitcoin. He was just like, why would anybody buy it? You can't do anything like this and that. And I'm just like, I can't even. It's like somebody asking me why I bought a Space Bud. Right. It's just like, well, I didn't buy it because it like does anything. You know, I bought it because it was the first and, you know, the person behind it and this and that. So like same thing for Bitcoin. I'm not buying it because I can use it. I'm not buying Bitcoin for any reason other than like a store of value. And I believe it'll go up in value in the future as it becomes more scarce. Right. And there are developments on it where people are trying to make it to where you can use Bitcoin.
Right.
So it's not like it won't be able to be used on anything forever, just for now. But who's buying Bitcoin to buy a car with it or to do this or that. You're buying it to make more money.
Right.
Like everybody who's buying it is buying it with the speculation that it's going to be worth more money. Same reason everybody buys pretty much every cryptocurrency, right? But okay, I got off on a rant. Bitcoin. If I'm trying to be safe, I'll say Ethereum.
Okay.
Cardano.
Okay.
Maybe Doge. I know.
Doge.
I know. Just because Elon can pump it even if it has nothing going for it. So like there's always potential there for something.
Do you think Elon lost some of his following taking over Twitter?
Yeah. Because of the way that it happened too. He like wanted it, then didn't want it, then got forced back into it a little bit. And then like, you know, everybody was saying he shouldn't have, played Diablo or something until the early night after he bought Twitter. Just like, dude, he was obviously nervous and like couldn't rest his mind. So he played a video game. And I'm sure he doesn't do that every day.
Right.
Give the guy a break. He just spent his whole life savings.
Which now you can do streaming.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's turning it into something. We'll see. We'll see how great it is or how annoying it is. I don't know. So there's my 4. The 5th one's really hard. I can't do another meme coin. Like I can't do Sheeb.
Yeah.
I do think Solana might do amazing things, like as far as price value.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it. So I can't say Solana.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't believe in it. I feel like they'll be found out. I feel like they're just frauds.
Yeah. A lot of VC money there.
Yeah. 5th.
What about XRP?
Yeah, I could see XRP. If they win their court case for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I would say XRP.
So I'd say Bitcoin, Ethereum. I would say XRP. I would say Cardano. And then for some odd reason, maybe even more so than Solana would be Polygon. I think Polygon's going to turn some heads. And then Doge, Solana, and then I don't give a shit who else is back there. I already put XRP up there. So I think XRP has a chance to. People went crazy over it.
Dude, it jumped up so much. It doubled or quadrupled or 4x'd or whatever it was in a day.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Like people are all over it because we, you know, and this is worldwide, but especially in America, we love that underdog story. Yeah. So if we find like a cryptocurrency that can stick it to the man, which is like the government, right? The SEC, fuck it, we're going to back it. You know what I mean? Like just as on American principle, like that's the way it is. So yeah. I'm hoping that Cardano can do the same thing. Maybe not 1,600% growth, but like maybe 800.
Yeah.
Right. If it can do 800, that would be tremendous. But at this point where it's at,
it depends on where you get it, right? If you get Cardano at 25 cents, for every dollar it goes up, that's a 4x. Right. So going to $5, that's a 20x.
Yeah.
That's really freaking good. You know, that's plenty of gains. And if it does do the crazy thing where it becomes, you know, a little bit more official and maybe it gets its own ETF 4 or 5 years later, I mean, dude, $20, $50 is not off the table.
Dude,
I'm talking 10 to 15 years out, though. I'm talking so far out.
We're talking very
far. Everything going well for it.
We're talking multiple.
But, you know.
A couple podcasts from now.
Right? Yeah, a few podcasts from now. But I do think that that's very possible. I don't think that's like stupid crazy. Like investments go up if they're good. That is what they do. So.
I want Cardano to hit maybe an arbitrary number of like $5.
That'd be fine. We're all saying that in the midst of this bear market, though. So I'll if I could clip this right and bring it up like a year from now when it's at like 4.5, and I'm just like, yeah, what are you gonna do now? You're like, oh, I think it could go to 7, honestly, but
no. I mean, I have clear markers, right, that I want to look for, right? A 10x. It goes to 10x. I'm cashing out some. Sorry, it goes to like 316, 320. I'm cashing out some. Right. Like
some at least.
because
not
those
all.
are previous markers, right?
Right.
And so, and then the point is the last one is time it out to where if it hits 4 to 5, cash the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because then you're talking about, okay, so now I'm officially prepping for the next bear market, right? Timing the bottom.
See, that's the hard thing though, is if at 5 you sell it all and then it goes to 7 or 8, you know, you're just like, man. And then it goes to 10 or 11 and 12. You really feel like you just missed a huge
I don't
bag.
think it's going to go to 10 or 11 or 12.
I know, but I'm just saying, what if it does? There's always the opposite spectrum where maybe it doesn't do horribly after it does great. Maybe it continues to do great for a while. Like nobody thought Bitcoin would go up as fast as it did, right? Like that's astronomical money what some people made. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, it took a long time to get there, man. It took a long
time
to get to where
it took a long time to get there, but once it started getting there, it got there. It got there instantly.
We're talking like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but
11 years, I'm sorry. So like 11 years, right? And it's like, I think, dude, I think it's all about prepping for the next bull run, right? After.
Right. And Andrew says he likes to keep a small bag for that situation, then he doesn't feel as bad. And I think a lot of us do, right? I think we make that bag a little larger than we hoped for, right? But I think a lot of us kind of keep something for that what if I become a millionaire moment.
Yeah.
Right? I think we all have those hopes of like, what if I make it too?
But honestly, 25 cents is great. 29 cents is a great point to get into. I mean, really, like you're not going to lose, right? And I'd like to say that, right? I mean, network's not going down. Nothing's happening, right? It's still the same Cardano it was before, the bear started, right? Except now we have smart contracts and DeFi is doing okay. And I think, it's like buying at 29 cents, no brainer.
If you haven't bought any, I'll say.
What?
If you haven't bought any.
Right.
Like if you've been buying, then I would probably chill out right here, to be fair.
$80 a week. No, I still go $80 a week. If it's a long play, it's a long play.
Yeah, that's fair. The way I do it is not consistent like other people though. I save up a lot of money and then I wait for a point that I like and then I throw it all down. But that's you don't have to do it that way. Yeah. I'm not always 100% accurate either. So
I'm hoping
that's why DCA.
I'm hoping 6, 8 months, 12 months, whatever from now, we can look at this and be like, okay, it's at 78 cents, right? How great is that?
That would be great. That would be so great. Oh, man. And I'm pretty sure Clay's would be at least 2K then, right?
I hope so.
Hey, man, getting back to 2K.
I hope so.
All right, I might sell a Clay at that point.
And, but the thing is, Andrew, again, I'll say this again, like 29 cents for me seems like a high entry, but again, mid next bull run, you'll say, man, I should have brought some at 29 cents. Should have bought some at 25 cents. You know what I'm saying?
The other side though is we've all kind of felt that. I think we all felt that at 33 cents, which was a pretty strong barrier for a while. And people were just, oh yeah, I'll buy at 33. It can't go too much lower. And I went to 24 and it's like, yeah, that's only what, 8-9 cents more or whatever. But like that is like 20-30% lower. That is, that hurts. So like even if it just falls another 5 cents, that's like 10-15%. Like all those percents hurt. So I feel everybody why they're thinking 29 is potentially too high. Yeah.
Sell it at 78 cents. Sell it at 90 cents when it gets there, right? Yeah. But the thing is like, just keep in mind for everything. I don't think it's going to go any lower than 20, 25.
Who knows? I didn't think it would get to 24 or 23 or wherever it like bottomed at. I didn't think that. I thought 33 was the low. But
I was praying for single digits, man.
Yeah, I mean, at one point things were so bad. I was just laughing. I was just like, keep dropping. Like, I don't care. Like, it was
I
like
am
lost
unfazed
porn,
at
you know
this
what I mean?
point.
Yeah, you just wake up. It's like, how much red do I have today? Bring it on. Let's go. Just
Oh
those are
yeah,
rough moments, man. You have to start tricking yourself, thinking you enjoy it.
yeah. It's like I
Oh,
love the pain. That's great. I can't believe we survived. Like like just even talking about this shit. Week after week, or we took I think 2 weeks off in a row. I think at one point, and then we were on for a week, and then off for a week. In the deepest of bears, right? When we all had shit going on, and like we were like, maybe we should refocus, on real life shit, which is what I've been doing,
same.
and it's like, I don't know, man. It was bad. It was real
Yo,
bad.
what's going on, Rui? Yeah, that's kind of why, I'm always open about it, but like that was why I stepped away for a little bit. Like I'm still gonna do Wednesdays every time. Like this is my hangout spot with everybody, catch up, just kind of talk. But I can't focus. Like I don't enjoy focusing on things that aren't going well. So what I do is like just naturally I just try to focus other things like where I can do well.
Yeah.
So like I'll pick up more shifts and stuff. But like, even when I was playing baseball, I remember I was doing so bad hitting. Like for whatever reason, I just had like a season, man. I just couldn't hit nothing. I couldn't. I was so bad. And but for whatever reason, I could field. I could make diving catches. My throws were on point. I could pitch the shit out of it. I was doing phenomenally on defense. But for whatever reason, I just couldn't hit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just like what my mind does. It just, if I can't do something or if something's not going well, I just have to refocus.
Yeah. Solana.
It's brutal, man. Trying to focus on ADA every day when it's brutal. Solana?
Yeah. Is the network still running?
Oh, man. You tell me it's down again?
Somebody trip over the...
Somebody forget to pay the light bills?
What the hell happened? No, Solana is okay. If you were to look at it, like last week, so it was 25 cents, right? So now it's 29. So it's gained 4 cents, which is, that's almost 20%, right? Of a gain as opposed to if you bought last week. So it's already shown tremendous growth right there. Pumpy, dumpy, slumpy. Yeah. It's like...
I mean, I'm happy to see it's moving somewhere. It would be really, really sad to see Bitcoin hitting like 40K and Cardano's still at 26 cents.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
I mean, it might happen.
Dude, Cardano dragged so much ass last year at $1.24. Or not last year. Whatever, 2 or 3 years ago, whatever it was. 3 years ago, it was dragging ass at 124 for the longest time. Straight sideways action. Like 124 was the magic number. And then all of a sudden, one day, I don't know what the hell happened. Somebody got a hair stuck up their ass or something like that. And boom, shot up like nobody's business.
Sadly, this reminds me of like a penny stock.
I mean, for right now, it might be.
That's what it reminds. These like random crazy pumps, and then just like, yeah, it'll hold its value for a while, pump, and it's just like, oh, this stupid rally, no way, and then just everybody dumps it slowly for the next years.
Yeah,
man,
we're at the bottom though. Like, look at this, dude.
We very well could be.
How much lower do you want it to go?
I don't. I'm done. If this could be the bottom, I would be extremely happy.
Well, so look at that other gully right there. How long was that, right?
Where?
The first gully. Go back. The longest sideways action in history right there.
Okay. So let's say this started, well, we'll say from back here, right? 28 cents. This is February 18th of 03?
There's no 03.
No. 18. That's February 3rd, my bad. All right. So 2018, February. All the way till January 21st. So that's like 3 years.
And this started in August of 2020. It is now October of 2023.
Yeah, it started around here.
Yeah.
This is 2021.
That's the official bear market. Okay, so 2021.
Yeah. It's like end of 2021 to now. It's been about 2 years. So that's what I'm saying, dude. I don't want to get my hopes up. We've definitely had longer bear markets. It
But
could
like,
be
think we're
another full
halfway
year.
through. Let's say we're 2/3 of the way through of
Yeah.
that first gully. You're
Yeah.
not going to feel bad about buying right now.
No, not for the long term.
Right.
Yes, there could be better buys from 29. Maybe you get 25 again. Maybe you get 23.
Yeah.
Those are decent percents though. So like, I'm not going to just say that. Because from 29 to 23, that's a decent bit.
Like I said, it's a difference of 20%. You're correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
20,
It doesn't
30%.
feel like it though, right? Because we've all experienced it from $3 all the way down to
Yes.
$1 multiple times.
I've rode this bitch from $3. I was buying it like close to 275, right? Still DCAing at 275.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I rode this bitch all the way down to like that little spot of like 12 cents, I think.
Be so scared keeping my money on Solana wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
why I
I've checked out
That's
checked
why I
out a
think
few like NFT places. I've even checked out Optos, but I've just never checked Solana. Never given it a
Solana's
shot.
like full of like pump and dumps, essentially.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't have enough money
the
to
community
like
over there
just
is kind of like
properly.
degenerates. You know what I mean?
We're all degenerates. Come on.
No, these guys are like, we're Reddit degenerates. Those guys are like 4chan degenerates, if you know what that
Okay.
is. Yeah, no, you don't want to get involved in
Different
that.
level.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different level of degeneracy. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
looking forward anything you're looking forward to?
I mean,
I gotta pick up my daughter in like 10 minutes.
no worries. Nothing. I don't think next week. There's probably something I'm forgetting. Somebody will say something, or I'll see a video and I'll be like, should have said that. But I think Dodo, at 4 p.m. today, 69 ADA, can't lose too bad.
Yeah, you can't beat 69 ADA.
And I think if everybody, I think there's 1,250 whitelist wallets. So after that, if you can only give 69 ADA, there's a lot of opportunity to spread this pretty thin between everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could see a decent pump. I think 69 ADA might turn into like, 200, 300 per person if it does well.
Which is fine.
Right?
I'll take that.
That's what I'm hoping for anyways.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I'm trying to look into like realistic ballpark ranges. I'm not thinking my 69 is going to turn into 6,900.
Yeah.
But hey, who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Any NFT projects, anything like that?
Just waiting for more news on derps. Let me see if I can upgrade my outpost yet.
I was looking at the Mates NFT again.
Nope.
I don't know. Now they have 1,000, up 60 some odd since last week.
Who's up?
But the problem is the way that I looked at it, the Mates, MAITES. If you were to look on JPEG though, right?
The Mates?
MAITES. Yeah, if you were to look at that. Yeah.
Mate chip?
Yeah, the mate chips. Right. So these things, there's only 300 of them, and the floor was 80 last week. If you can see, like, look at the floor. There's one mate chip for $80, 80 ADA right now.
Right.
If you were to look at the actual floor, like it's a 3 something, right?
Yeah.
But the volume is only 725.
It depends though. Let me see how long this has been listed for. I can go to activity, right? He updated the price. So he's had it at 185 for a full day, and then 155 for about a day, and then lowered it to 80 just 6 hours ago. So this has been on the market for well under 300 for a long time.
Right. So what I'm thinking is, do you buy it for 80 and then sell it? What's the royalties on it? Any royalties?
8%.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you buy it for 80? Do you buy it for 80 and then sell it for like 130?
I don't know if it'll even sell, because if you go to Matechip and you check out activity, the last one sold for 50, and that was a day ago.
Shit. That was a collected offer.
Yeah, and these are collected offers. And the last one was before that was 5 days after, or before that, 6 days ago.
Okay, so nobody is minting.
Yeah, nobody's buying these.
And nobody is buying. The prognosis on this account would be do not mint.
Yeah, no, this looks like an animation of like an Intel commercial or something. I don't know what this is, but I would stay away.
80.
I wouldn't invest.
80. Okay. Do they have a calendar? Do they have anything dropping, guys?
Man, I wish Space Buds would pop off.
Yeah, I think everybody is. That Duckbill Nation? Codebreaker badge? Cardano carts? I heard about that.
Is it already minted?
No, November 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Chill Kongs. You broke my heart. There's nothing else I can say.
You'll never let it go.
Such a promising thing, dude. And then they took the money from the Magic Kongs, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
They did.
They took the fucking money from the Magic Kongs, man. And they put it in their wallets and they were like, okay, yeah, you can take over this project. By the way, there's zero inside the funds, the community funds.
It's like that YouTube short guy who walks around. He's like this really skinny guy, and he's just like trying to sell bullshit items to places. So he'll walk in with like an Xbox and a PlayStation taped together with duct tape, and he's like, "I'm trying to sell my PlayStation 360," you know, stuff like that. And he's like, "Or you could have this mystery box for $5."
I've seen that, and sometimes the mystery box is worth it.
That's what I feel like the Kongs did with it. They're just like, here's this mystery box. It could have stuff in it. And it just had nothing in it.
All right, it's out of your chain. It's out of your hands now. And now they don't have to do anything with the community. Not again. Just free and clear.
It happens, man. It happens. You know, we've all been rugged by our favorite project.
That Fox is looking pretty good, though.
Yeah.
1847 right there.
Man. I'm so excited, and then I psych myself out of it too. I see Space Buds down here, and I'm just like, man, it's never coming back. I'm so screwed. I'll never financially recover from this.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine.
It's so hard.
You'll be fine.
Buying Space Bud at 5,555, bro.
Yeah, but then you kind of like redeemed yourself. You bought one at like what, 2?
Yeah, I bought one I think at like 2,222.
It's legit.
And then I bought an ape at 68888. Just something about those numbers. I just like them.
Which is fine. I mean, the ape will be fine. You'll be fine on that.
Yeah.
I mean, how much is Jelly Cube now?
55, I want to say.
Fuck my life. Are you serious?
Let's see. 56.
Holy shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boy. And they'll just keep selling. They'll just keep selling.
I'm glad though. We need I'm happy that there's projects that are still getting excitement and making excitement.
Yeah.
We need it. Or else, I don't know, man. People are gonna go away real quick.
Yeah. So all right, man. I gotta get out of here. I gotta pick up my daughter. It's difficult for a project to be self-sustaining. Yeah, that's true.
Definitely. That's
I
why
I don't know how you would either.
Well, that's what I was saying with Book.io. Why I bought some of their tokens. Because Book.io always has mints for books.
Yeah, it is true. It's like, what do we want to mint this week? Right. Okay, can we copy these pages now? Okay, we're good. All right, put it on the blockchain. Let's sell this shit.
Yep. Man, they're gonna have a version of the Bible one day, and it's just gonna be. They already have the Gutenberg Bible, but
they have the Gutenberg, dude.
Yeah,
and somebody swept 80 of them.
Aren't there more Bibles though? There's different versions of the Bible, right?
There's different versions of the Bible, but that is like the original Bible.
The OG Bible.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll let you go. I do think, I'm hoping for Book. We can check it out. I invested also last week. I think I threw 25 ADA in Turtle as a joke just to see what would happen because some people were talking about Turtle. And that's worth 13 ADA now. Glad I did 25. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
I hope Dodo works out for you guys today.
Yeah, 69 ADA. You know, we'll see what happens.
Can't beat it.
Yep.
All right, man. I'm getting out of here.
All right, brother.
All right.
Thank
We'll
you
see you
guys
later.
for hanging out. Thank you, Clean. Remember to get outside, see your friends, see your family. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys. Peace.